Let's queer up entertainment. Harry Potter author says she would rather go to jail than use preferred pronouns. J.K. Rowling, renowned for creating the wizarding world of Harry Potter, has made a bold statement about her stance on transgender issues. In a recent post on social media, Rowling said, quote, "I'll happily do 2 years if the alternative is compelled speech and forced denial of the reality and importance of sex." Rowling has always been very vocal about not considering trans women as real women, and this statement comes in response to a report suggesting that a Labor government could criminalize attacks based on gender identity, including prison sentences for those who do not use a transgender person's preferred pronouns.
Let's queer up the world view. Interactive online tool Queering the Map shows heartbreaking messages from Gaza. With increased violence, life is difficult in Gaza, of course. Hardly any safe refuge can be found amid the conflict between Israel and Hamas. But the LGBTQ plus Gazans, the specter of death from the Israel-Hamas war, only compounds what was already a struggle to live freely in a place where homosexual relations between men are outlawed and open queerness violates social and religious mores. Amid the dual threats of escalating violence and ongoing repression, a 6-year-old interactive site in Canada named Queering the Map has emerged to provide the world a rare glimpse of the perspective of members of Gaza's LGBTQ plus community. The site allows LGBTQ plus identifying users to make anonymous geotagged posts. One post written in Arabic and geotagged in central Gaza reads, and I quote, "The only thing that keeps me patient in Gaza is the sea and you," end quote. Another post shows a geotag of a place where the gay account holder kissed his crush for the first time. Many messages geotagged within Gaza express solidarity with the decades-long cause of Palestinian liberation. There are some heartbreaking messages too, talking about lost love, uncertain future, and looming death.
Let's queer up politics. New report shows lawmakers also targeting LGBTQ plus allies. A record number of anti-LGBTQ plus bills were filed and passed across the country this year. They collectively have the effect of marginalizing LGBTQ plus people and driving even their mention from the public square. A new report from the Movement Advancement Project, or MAP, makes clear this year's raft of bills also targets those supporting LGBTQ plus people, including doctors, teachers, and corporations that appeal to or embrace the community. Naomi Goldberg, Deputy Director and LGBTQ Program Director at MAP, said, "Opponents are aware of the LGBTQ support of LGBTQ equality from Americans. As a result, they are creating a false perception of lower support by scaring people into silence." Families and doctors filed a federal lawsuit over one such bill in North Carolina. The bill prohibits gender-affirming medical care for those under 18, including treatment advised by their doctors and to which their parents consent. The law also prohibits state funds and Medicaid dollars from being used for such care. Doctors providing such care could lose their medical licenses under the law. Nearly 2/3 of bills targeting the LGBTQ plus community and allies this year included the loss of medical license or other professional discipline for defying anti-LGBTQ plus legislation. Last year, the number was less than 50%.
Let's next queer up sports. The National Hockey League reverses anti-rainbow policy just days before the first Pride Night game. The NHL has reversed its decision to ban pride tape and other cause-oriented displays by the players on the ice. The league front office reportedly had been in touch with its Player Inclusion Coalition, which recommended a rescinding of the ban that squashed individual voices of players. In the press release, the NHL confirmed that players can voluntarily represent social causes with their stick tape throughout the season. This decision was reached after consulting with the NHL Players Association and the NHL Player Inclusion Coalition. You Can Play board member David Palumbo celebrated the decision, calling it a win for the community. And Hudson Taylor, founder and executive director of Athlete Ally, also praised the decision. He said that supporting themed helped celebrate the spread, helped players to celebrate, he said that celebrating, I just stepped all over that.
You sure did.
And
it helps them raise awareness.
It helps them raise awareness and spread awareness on the issues that matter to them and to the league, which has now corrected a mistake. And the entire LGBTQ plus community can celebrate the change. Speculation was swirling for much of the last 2 weeks about the NHL's handling of the league's first Pride Night of the season with the Arizona Coyotes. Travis Dermott had already used the tape on the ice during a game for the Coyotes. This decision was inevitable, and it is going to help the NHL show that they appreciate all the LGBTQ plus fans who have otherwise would have turned their backs on the league.
Let's queer up gaming. Top-selling PlayStation 5 game reveals popular Spider-Man character is bisexual. Black Cat, aka Felicia Hardy, has been confirmed as bisexual in Insomniac Games' Spider-Man 2. Fans aren't necessarily surprised by this, as Black Cat, who is also the love interest of Peter Parker, has been known as bisexual ever since she shared a kiss with rival and enemy Odessa Drake in a 2021 edition of the Black Cat comic. Considering Insomniac's Spider-Man series is separate from the comic, some fans were speculating whether her sexuality would evolve into something more romantic with Spider-Man himself throughout Spider-Man 2. That isn't the case. Not only is Peter with MJ, but as confirmed by Black Cat herself, she's got a girlfriend too. As to who her girlfriend is, a name is never revealed, so technically it could be anyone. Spider-Man 2 is the fastest selling game on the PlayStation 5 since the system was launched.
Keep watching the only television news in the world from our LGBTQ plus community and stay informed on everything that is important for and about our diverse LGBTQ plus community.